Hi, this is Jason Long, and welcome to Famous People That Are Cool. In today's Famous People That Are Cool, we'll be talking about what I consider the greatest play-by-play caller of all time. Of course, I'm talking about the great Al Michaels. Al Michaels was a broadcaster throughout from the 70s to right now. At first, when he was hired at ABC, he was originally just a baseball commentator, back when they had Monday Night Baseball, Thursday Night Baseball, what have you, like a weekend night baseball, like Sunday Night Baseball or something. And then, in the mid-'80s, once Don Meredith and Howard Cosell got fired from Monday Night Football, he was a fill-in for next to Frank Gifford. Then later you have Dan Dierdorf for what I consider a classic Monday Night Football lineup in my time, because I wasn't born when you have Gifford, Cosell, and Meredith, but when I look back on the old YouTube videos from the past, I appreciate how much they contribute Monday Night Football during the 70s. But since we're talking about the 80s up until 2005, they were my guys watching Monday Night Football. Gifford, Michaels, and Dierdorf. They were all, with the exception of Dierdorf, I never liked Dierdorf all that much. Gifford and Michaels were great. Al Michaels, man, he makes those great play calls. And before he was hired for Monday Night Football, he did the Olympics for the hockey team of the 1980 when they beat the Soviets for the right to face Sweden for the gold medal during the 1980 Olympics. And Al Michaels made that memorable call heard around the world. People still do to this day. Do you believe in miracles? And I'm pretty sure on that night when they watched that, a game between the Americans and the Soviets in the ice hockey game for the right to face Sweden in the gold medal round. Or wait, it wasn't Sweden, it was Finland. They were against Finland for the final round. That was great. To me, people thought that was the gold medal matchup, but really it wasn't. It was the right to face Finland for the gold medal. But to me, being the Russians is an honor in itself, because the Russian hockey team is unstoppable. They even beat the NHL's best players at that point. That's how unstoppable the Russians are at hockey. And then the Americans stepped in, the scrappy underdogs, mostly college kids, stood up to the Russians and beat them in that hockey game, which was freaking awesome. But yeah, Al Michaels was a part of that. Then my favorite call of Al Michaels, though, was during 2000 when the Vikings visited the Packers at Lambeau Field, where Brett Favre threw that ball, threw it to Antonio Freeman. He made that amazing catch. People thought it was going to be an incomplete pass, and then Antonio Freeman made this freaky catch, which was very rare in those days. Nowadays you see them a lot, but back in those days it was very rare when you see catches like that. And Antonio Freeman made that catch going, and Al Michaels had that call going, he did what? That's one of my favorite Al Michaels comment ever. He did what? I was a senior in high school at the time, so I watched it, and I thought it was one of the best plays I've seen at that time. And man, that was a great catch by Antonio Freeman, and you can see Michaels having the passion for that. That guy brought passion, which most announcers don't do nowadays. Some of them sound monotone, some of them are a little too excited, to the point where you think it's kind of fake. Al Michaels, his reactions are real. His reactions are how I would react when I see a play like this, or a moment like that. So you could say he's sort of the everyman, but with announcing skills. So Al Michaels, you are cool in my book, and I hope you continue to work. If you retire, I hope you retire on top. Late.